Hello everybody, welcome to the first preview. What a weekend of results for Newcastle. Newcastle haven't even played and all three of the results went Newcastle's way. Absolutely delighted. Brighton got beat obviously on Friday night. Huddersfield got smashed on Saturday and Reading went down to Nottingham Forest as well, which means if Newcastle win against Preston on Monday, we're up people, we are here. What a difference a week makes. Never mind, a week hasn't been a week since bank holiday, which has been what, 5-6 days. What a week it's been for Newcastle down in the dumps, and all of a sudden have the potential being promoted at the home ground in front of 52,000 on Monday night. Absolutely delighted. I'd love to know what your thoughts. It's mad how football. This is why we're in football, because now we have massive hope for Monday. We have that hope that we could go up because we've seen results go our way. This is why you're in football for. This is why you follow your team through thick and thin. And we've been through the thick. Hopefully we're going through the thin, or vice versa. I don't know which way it goes. But anyways, we're here to talk about Preston. Of course, we've got something to talk about. Preston, let's begin how we normally begin on the first preview. Is we're going to be talking about the form guide. Let's get it on screen. Let's have a look at the last 6 fixtures that they've ran through. So the last 3, they're toughies, aren't they? Defeats against Norwich, Huddersfield and Leeds, and then they've got us. That's a really tough run for any side in the Championship. Hammered Bristol City 5-0. Very impressive performance there. Drew with Forest 1-1 at home, and drew with Blackburn, the nearest rivals, 2-2. They've only won 1 out the last 6, drawn 2, lost 3, but impressively they've scored a whopping 11 goals. 12 conceded, so it's an average of 2 against, which there is goals to be had in this game. Points, they've only picked up 5. They've dropped to 10th in the league. Now, when I say dropped, because they were on the outskirts of the playoffs, but they obviously dropped down. They haven't really got nothing to play for. Preston, have they? So, all in all, looking at them stats, I think this is settled for Newcastle to go on and win, obviously with promotion. But Newcastle, being Newcastle, is a quote that everyone's saying on Twitter. They'll go and balls it up. Now, Preston do have a lot of injuries and a lot of suspensions as well. Let's get it on screen. This is how they lined up last time out against the Norwich, where they got beat. So it was Maxwell in goal, and there was Vermeerschel, and then it was Boyle. Huntington coming back to St James's Park. Cunningham at left back, who is suspended for this game, and it was Berkusian. I can never pronounce his name. He normally plays up front, but he was playing on the right. Gallagher in the middle with Brown. McGeady, who's in blistering form, we'll touch on him in a minute. Robinson and Hugill up top. So they have got a few injury crises as well. I also believe that Pearson's either suspended or injured, and Cunningham's injured as well. Baptiste will also be missing as well. So it's set up for Newcastle and it's there for the taking, but Newcastle need to go out and get that win. Whether it's ugly, who cares? Let's just get out of this league. Talking of Preston, will stay on that matter. So their star man, without a shadow of a doubt, is Aidan McGeady. What a run of probably about 2 or 3 months now with he's been on, scoring 8 goals so far since he's come back from on loan from Everton. And it's not just your average tap in, he is scoring some worldies outside the box, curlers, you know. It's just, he looks like he's found his feet again. He's got 8 assists as well, so without a shadow of a doubt, he is the star man. Whoever's playing right back, whether it's DeAndre Yedlin or it's Vernon Nita, he's going to cut in, he's going to have to come in, so the likes of Isaac Hayne will probably have to go across as well. Other men to touch on as well is the man who I like, Paul Gallagher. Has got a whopping 9 assists this season. Used to play up front, remember, for Leicester. Obviously dropped back at midfield role since his Preston days. Expert at set pieces. Do not give him a free kick, do not give him a corner. Because he's an expert at delivery. And also the front two as well. You've got to say that Robinson and Hugill with 10 and 11 goals respectively isn't too bad. Both strikers in double figures, you know. Newcastle haven't got, they've only got 1 striker in double figures. Matt Ritchie, obviously, of course, a winger. Team news for Newcastle. There's no Dwight Gale. Rafa said in his press conference yesterday, Dwight Gale won't make it. Main Will predicted that would happen. But Kieran Clark is back. And by God, have we missed Kieran Clark. The amount of errors, the individual errors that happen with the club, with the likes of recently Chancellor Mbemba, Paul Dummett, Jamal Lascelles, Grant Hanley, the mistakes that are creeping in. For me, if he's fit, Kieran Clark comes straight in the side. And I would personally like to say Kieran Clark and Chancellor Mbemba, believe it or not, because I generally think they're the best 2 defenders at the club at the moment. Obviously, we won 2-1 at Deepdale. You know, very scrappy game. Preston probably the better side at Deepdale. Alexander Mitrovic, without Dwight Gale being fit, he'll be shouting on to start because he's got 4 goals against them already this season. The brace at Deepdale and that hammering, which I was at with a 6-0 win over Preston at St James's Park in the League Cup, where Mitrovic got a couple as well. So Mitrovic, no shadow of a doubt, will be knocking on Rafa's door. Look, I want to play this game. I've scored 4. Play me. I think he will. I do think he might go for Mitrovic, you know. So all in all, it's set up for Newcastle, but it's that little bit of doubt, you know. Newcastle don't want to balls it up, but there's that hope. If we win, we're in the Premier League, people. If it doesn't come Monday, it's going to come Friday, I feel. Because Huddersfield have balls it up big time recently. And thankfully, Newcastle, even though we shouldn't, we've relied on Huddersfield to slip up a lot of the time the last few weeks. Let us know what you think, of course, as ever, in the comments down there below. And, of course, follow all of our social media and download our new app. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.